But honestly, I don't even know if it could be something if I'm not really thinking that. Because, like I said, if I'm the one feeling sad or whatever, like, I know how sad I am. And, like, I know I do cry most of the time. But one thing is, like, I can't control for who I am. I can't control if I am gonna cry. Because one thing is, like, when men make me cry, it's like that they don't really care about my emotions. Like, they don't want to be there for it. And, like, if they want to laugh about it and cry about it, then I totally get it. Because, like, I completely understand that if I can't control for who I am, then I can't handle it. Because, like, I know how men are going to get in life. Like, men are not going to change that. Because, like, whatever I do with once my freshman year, I used to deal with a lot of bad people when I was a freshman in high school. I would hang out with the wrong people, but then I realized that hanging out with good people was more something I enjoyed because, like, when it was my freshman year of high school, I regretted, like, doing things in high school because I hanged out with the wrong guy who I thought who was cool, but then I accidentally became friends with his friend or whatever, but, like, and they were just, like, literally seniors because it was their senior year. And I fell in love with this guy who I thought who was cool. And then me and him started talking. And it was like, okay, let's start talking. Like, let's see if we got a good love connection. And, like, before we had a good, like, love connection, it's like, if I wanted to fall in love with this guy, like, I wanted to be his girlfriend. And I wanted to be with him, like, forever. And we were, like, high school sweethearts because he was a senior. I was a freshman the first time because it was my first time in high school. So then I started being his girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, like, I would love to be your girlfriend. I'd love to be with you forever because I love you. And, like, you already guessed it. Like, if I love this guy, I want to be with him forever. But I don't want to be with him anymore because, like, before we even broke up, it's like, okay, like, before me and him even did things together, it was not something that we did. Because one thing is, I regret being with the guy who I love because I was still dating him my sophomore year in high school. So me and him, we didn't really text a lot because he had a lot of things he had to do, blah, 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 blah. But then he would not text me anymore because I realized that he was cheating on me with another girl who I thought who was his future girlfriend. But I got so mad, and then I felt like I was literally sad because during that time, he broke my heart. Well, like, he broke my heart. And then one of my friends, she blocked me off Facebook. And I was just kind of like, OMG, I just can't believe she did that to me. And then the same thing happened to my other guy friend on Facebook. Like, I didn't really care at the time because, you know, at the end of the day, I did not care because I don't really care if men do that to me because, like, I would never know you anymore. Like, we are non-existent. Like, I don't really care. Because, you know, like, I don't even care if people meant to hurt me like that. Because one thing is, you can't mess with my emotions. You can't do that to me. Like, I would hate it. But at the end of the day, did I get through the pain? Yes, I did. I got through the pain because I didn't care about those dumb friends I hanged out with in high school. And then, like, once they were seniors, I would just, like, talk to them. But it wasn't a thing anymore until it all ended. But then, ever since one day, one of my guy friends from high school, he had followed me back on Instagram because he told me everything about his friend, the one that he meant to hang out with, who was all alive, my ex-boyfriend. But honestly, I'm lucky I reunited with him because I was so happy to talk to my old high school friends since high school year when I was a freshman. I mean, that he was really cool, but at the same time, he had, like, the kind of thing he had going on. But, you know, because, like, he's more like the kind of man who he is. But am I happy that I reunite with my high school friend who went to high school with after my freshman year? Well, yes. It's more than a thing because I became friends with him since my freshman year, but we weren't really all that cool until he got my number. Because, like, you know, I managed to get his number, so it was totally fine, but, you know, I didn't really care, so. But honestly, I feel like since I'm going to transition school in the next 2 weeks, I can hang out with good people. I cannot do bad things anymore because I hate doing those regret things I regret doing. And I'm not going to make up kind of lies anymore because it's literally against me. So one thing is, no more telling lies to people. No more being that way because I regret doing that once. So this new chapter is going to be like, you can never tell lies. And you could never ever like get the one to be like the kind of person you are. But I'm not really going to tell lies anymore. I'm not going to make up no rumors no more. Like rumors, I'm not going to do it no more because I regret doing it. And I'm not going to like act like the kind of person I am. But I'm still going to be myself. I'm still going to hang out with people who I really love in life. And I get to be the one to hang out with them. But not because I am not like the kind of person who I am. But I mean, I just love myself, and I would never change a thing about it. So the thing is, I do care about people in my life. Even my girly girls, I would never change one thing about them because I would never do that. So, I mean, like, there's consequences between my breakup, between my ex-boyfriend or whatever, but I don't really care about that anymore. I only care about myself and my mom and my dad. But like before my grandma passed away, I was just 16 years old because I had a tough birthday because it was actually like my birthday because I was turning 16. My grandma wasn't really there for me. Only my family was, whatever. And then I celebrated my 17th birthday alone for the first time. It was so sad. And then my 18th birthday, I had to like do whatever because I know my grandma would have been happy. And then now it's just kind of like the kind of opportunities I love doing back then. But ever since my 17th birthday, I felt like I was emotional, I was whatever, but it was okay because I got through it. I got through the pain or whatever, and I eventually got through it. But at the end of the day, do I care about my grandma in heaven? Yes, I do. And if you guys ever care about your grandma in heaven, just so you guys know, my grandma's watching me or whatever. I care about her a lot because I know that she was my best friend. She was like my savior, my guidance, and my grandma loved Jesus. And now I give myself to Jesus just for her because I care about her a lot. And I know how much I love her because she's like my guardian angel now in heaven. And if you love someone in your life, then share that video with them because they will just love to hear about like how their life is in life. But we all know that life is life and we can't change one bit about it.